Hey, my name is Andrew Hale. I'm a 20-year veteran of direct sales and marketing. Today is going to be part 4 in a 5-part video series, the 5 steps to scheduling appointments for in-home service businesses with internet-based leads, whether that comes from social media or whether that comes from your website campaigns. And today we are going to be going through step number 4, which is establishing the work schedule, okay? Stick around to the end of the video. I'm gonna get you tons of great information. This is gonna help you convert more raw appointments into presentations, which will turn into more revenue for your company, okay? So yesterday's video was all about selling the value of the visit, okay? And so yesterday, basically, we went through how to sell the value of the visit, putting yourself in your customer's shoes, right? So that you can create value so the customer's excited about being there for your webinar or your in-home presentation. So, with that being said, we are segueing out of step number 3 into step number 4, which we are going to establish a work schedule. Now, let me give you a couple of common mistakes that are made when organizations attempt to schedule an appointment with a prospective homeowner for an in-home estimate or for a webinar. One of the most common mistakes that happens is companies train their agents to ask the wrong questions or ineffective questions. And what I mean when I say that is that when you ask ineffective questions, you ultimately will get answers that will not help you or the client move forward. Remember, my entire 5-step process is all about being sincere, service-minded, making it easy for the customer to buy because no one likes to be sold, okay? So picking up from yesterday, hey, we just finished up selling the value of the visit. The customer has been engaged, we're responding, they've become an active participant in this appointment setting and in their rescue for the problem that they're looking to solve. So now what we want to do is we want to determine a time where we can meet with all of the decision makers for this project. Now, this is such a critical step because, as you well know, if you present to the wrong individuals, no matter how great your presentation is, you're not going to get the end result, which is solving that customer's problem and creating revenue for your business, okay? So the first thing we've got to do is we have to be aware that having the right decision makers for this presentation is critical for your organization. But just as much as it's critical for your organization, it's also critical to be able to help the customer solve their problem, because presenting to the wrong individuals that cannot make a buying decision does not ultimately help the customer solve the problem. And that's our ultimate goal as any business, is to use our product and service to solve a problem. So let's talk about the verbiage of how to do this, okay? So first of all, the wrong question sounds like this. Hey, Mr. Customer, what's the best time we can catch you and the other decision makers present for 45 minutes to an hour to present our product? You're gonna receive answers like never, all right? We're never together, there's never a good time. We work different schedules. We have different work schedules. And ultimately, it's just because you've asked a bad question, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you the right questions to ask, and this is gonna be a series of questions. And it's gonna sound very similar and just like this, okay? Hey, Mr. Customer, I noticed I caught you on the phone right now at 2 o'clock. Are you normally available at 2 o'clock? Do you typically work during the day or do you work at night? Now, that customer is gonna respond, I work during the day or I work during the night, okay? Let's just, for this example, say that the customer works during the day. After you receive that response, fantastic. So do you typically get home in the afternoons around 5, 6, 7, or after 8 o'clock in the evenings? It's extremely important that you ask this in a multiple choice format so that you give that customer those options, okay? Most in-home service companies run appointments up until 8 o'clock in the evening, okay? So Again, the question is going to sound just like this. Hey, Mr. Customer, hey, I noticed I caught you on the phone right now. Do you typically work days or nights? Days? Fantastic. So are you normally home in the afternoons at 5, 6, 7, or 8 o'clock? Great. Now, once you get that answer, you need to repeat for the other party, okay? So, and if you're talking to the Mr. and the Mrs., does she typically work days or nights? Days as well. Fantastic. And is she normally home at 5, 6, 7, or 8 o'clock in the evening? Now, once you've asked that question, okay, so what you've done is you've asked 4 questions, okay? You've asked the person you're talking to, do you work days or nights? And you've got an answer. You've then multiple choice times and you've determined a time. You've repeated the day or night work schedule question for the second party, all right? You found out they work during the day, and you've multiple choice times again. So now you have 4 pieces of critical information. You found out that the Mr. works during the day, the Mrs. works during the day, he's home at 6, she's home at 7:30. So naturally, 80% of the time we would be able to catch the Mr. and Mrs. home together after 7:30 in the evening. But we need to continue to dig deeper. So after we've asked that 4-part work schedule box in question, now what we're going to do next is we are going to simply qualify time, okay? And what I mean when I say that is it sounds like this. Fantastic, Mr. Customer. It sounds like tomorrow you and the Mrs. would both be home after 7:30 together. Is that correct? Say the answer is yes. Great. Now, if the answer is no, simply move to the next day or the next day until you receive that answer. Yes, we would be home at that time. Now, once you find out, yes, we will definitely both be home after 7:30 tomorrow. At this point, what you need to do is we need to make sure that we are providing our sales reps enough time for the presentation. So a great way to do that is simply ask this question. Hey, perfect. It looks like I've got an opening on our schedule for tomorrow at 7:30. Now, I know you said that will definitely be a good time to catch you and the Mrs. in together, but for some reason or another, if our representative was running 30 minutes late to the appointment due to traffic, that will still catch you both home together, won't it? Now, what will happen, guys, is say, for example, there's a meeting that one of the parties has to go to, or an event, right, with the kids. We're going to find out by asking that question. Now, hey, I understand that you guys should both be home tomorrow at 7:30. If for some reason or another there's traffic, a wreck on the interstate, or our representative's running behind schedule with another customer, that will still catch you guys both home together at 8 o'clock, won't it? See, what you've done is, guys, is you've made sure that there's nothing this bumping right up to your appointment time, okay? So definitely important that you ask that 5th question, okay? Very important, okay? Now, after that 5th question and you get the answer, now from there, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we are going to be presenting to the decision makers. And it's going to sound just like this. Fantastic. So what I will do is put you on the schedule for tomorrow at 7:30, all right? Now, with that being said, barring an earthquake, a tornado, or the creek rising, that will definitely catch you guys both at home, right? Great, all right? And by the way, when we get out to the home tomorrow at 7:30 to meet with you and your spouse, who is going to be the decision maker? Who's going to be the check writer? Who's going to be the person who's going to say yes or no, in or out, do or don't? Is that you or is that your spouse? Now, guys, the reason why I ask that question and I elaborate on that is I want to make that question fun, all right? And almost comical for the customer, because, you know, if we ask that question too directly, we could offend, all right, that buyer, okay? So we don't want to offend the buyer, so we want to have some fun with it. So, hey, tomorrow night when we get out there at 7:30, all right, who is going to be the main decision maker on this project? Who's going to be the person that's going to say yes or no, do or don't, in or out? Who's going to be the check writer? Is that you, all right, or is that someone else, all right? At this point, we're going to get lots of good information and find out who our decision makers are. Now, if there's a decision maker that we did not get a work schedule questions asked for, we want to repeat those questions for that individual that we did not get the answers for, who is included in the decision-making process. Extremely important, okay? Now, as we're wrapping up the work schedule question, all right, we want to go ahead as well and send the customer a email and text message reminder as soon as we're finishing up the work schedule question or as soon as we're getting off the phone. So once I've got that appointment set, I found out we've got all the decision makers. Next, what's gonna happen, guys? I'm gonna simply say, hey, I know if you guys are anything like me, you guys have so much going on, and if it's not on your calendar, all right, you guys may forget about it, all right? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and text message you and also send you an email reminder, okay? Now, are you gonna write this on your calendar, or will you just use my reminder so that you guys are definitely there? Perfect, okay? Hey, and I just wanna make you aware, all of our in-home inspections, estimates, okay, are totally at no cost to you, but they do cost us fuel, salary, time, and mileage. So the only thing that we do ask is that you guys are definitely both there. All the decision makers, the buyers, the check writers are all there for this, okay? And don't drive our rep out to an empty house. They would string me up. Would you guys do me that favor? Now, guys, what we've done is we've had some fun. We've nailed down those times, okay? And we've been thorough when determining what time we are going to show up to do that presentation. Hey, look, it's all about having high show and demo ratios, okay? Hey, look, if we set 10 appointments, we want to sit 85%, 90% of those appointments with all the decision makers, okay? And so by asking the 4-part work schedule question, by asking the decision maker question, okay, by reconfirming, all right, the time so that we're not bumping back against another appointment or commitment that that customer made, and having some fun with confirming and sending reminders, what we've done is we've made the appointment setting process fun and engaging for the customer, okay? And that's what it's all about, all right? If we make it fun and engaging for the customer, we're gonna do tons of revenue, all right, and be super successful, okay? But we're also taking care of our sales reps and our business, and we're making sure to let the customer know, hey, when we say we're gonna be there, we will be there. So the only thing that we ask is the appointment's totally free to you, but it's not to us. So make sure you remind your spouse and these other decision makers so that when we do get out there, we're able to get you all the information you need on the first visit as quickly as possible so we don't waste any of your time and we're able to solve this problem for you. Fair enough? Now, with that, guys, you have done a phenomenal step number 4. You've established the work schedule. You've pinned down that appointment time. You've reminded the customer. You've identified the buyers and decision makers, okay? And spend time with this. Look, guys, step number 4 is critical in running a successful lead generation program. Establish the work schedule correctly, and you'll present at high demo ratios. You'll have happy sales reps and happy customers, okay? And that's what it's all about. Look, my name's Andrew Hale. I'm a 20-year veteran of direct sales and marketing. I help companies recruit sales, marketing, and call center agents, develop in-house and outsourced lead generation programs. I work with outside sales reps and call centers to gain efficiency. If you need some help or more information on my processes, simply click the link below. I've included my email address and my phone number. Shoot me an email, reference the video. Hey, if you liked it, throw me a thumbs up. Hey, if you didn't like the video, leave me a comment, right? Let me know how I can help you more. Share this with a business owner. And look, I am working to get 1,000 subscribers. So click the subscribe button if this brought you any value. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And my name's Andrew Hale. Happy selling.